Students. This is me, teacher Bruno, and today we're going to study something extremely important, I must say, especially for pre-intermediate students. We are going to study the use of present perfect, one of the most important, and I would say most complicated verb tenses, especially for pre-intermediate and intermediate students. The present perfect is similar to the simple past, but there are differences between them. The first use of present perfect is when actions started in the past and continue to the present. This is definitely one of the most important verb tenses. Unfinished situations. For example, we've been married for 20 years. It started in the past and it still continues up to the present. We've been studying English for 6 months, 1 year. Started in the past, still continuing. I've lived in Brazil for 10 years. Starts in the past, still continues. So the present perfect connects the past to the present. Not only that, but we use the present perfect for actions in the past, but we don't say the time. These actions are important, relevant in the present. Remember, if you mention the time, it's past simple. If you don't mention the time, but the action is important, present perfect. We've been to Rome and Florence. I haven't read that book. Okay, something that passed since the moment I was born until the present instant. Since the moment I was born until the present instant, I haven't read that book. I haven't watched that film. Continuation of time, but indirectly. But still, continuation of time. Past recent events is another situation in which require the past perfect with just, already, yet. Let's take a look at the formula. The formula for the present perfect uses have as auxiliary or has for the third person. I have or I've. You have, you've. But he has, she has, it has. The contraction is the same as the verb to be. But how do we know? Well, we just take a look at the main verb. The main verb is what's going to tell us either it's verb to be or present perfect. For example, she's studying English right now. Well, the context, studying with ing, she is. She's studied English for 5 years. Well, the main verb is study, studied in this case, because that's a regular verb. For this reason, it's obvious. It's the present perfect. If the verb is irregular, well, we're going to have to check the list. Eaten, driven. There are so many irregular verbs. The list goes on and on. We're going to have definitely a future class only about irregular verbs. The third column of irregular verbs, the past participle. To help you remember context and situations, we use this. You can remember the acronym GENI. Well, every single letter here stands for something. So J stands for just. This is used to emphasize something very recent. I've just finished a meeting seconds ago. I've just gotten home. Very recent. Recently completed actions, present perfect. Ever is more commonly used in questions. Have you ever traveled to the US? Well, indirectly, There's continuation of time. Since the moment you were born up until the present instant, have you ever? It's important to understand this context, this concept of indirect continuation of time. The next one here is always and already. Once again, indirect continuation of time. I've already done my homework. Well, since the moment I gave you the activity up until the present instant, I've already done it. Indirect continuation of time. And never, the sentence is in the affirmative, but the meaning is in the negative. Remember, English doesn't like double negatives. I have never traveled to France. That means in my whole life, since the moment I was born up until now, in this window of time, I have never had a chance. Indirect continuation of time. And the only one that's a little different is yet, because we use yet at the end of the sentence for activities, actions we were supposed to do, we should have done, but for some reason we couldn't. I haven't finished the homework yet. I haven't talked to the client yet. I haven't sent the email yet. Activities we were supposed to do, but for some reason we didn't. Once again, indirect continuation of time. This one here we use at the end of the sentence. All the others are in between the auxiliary and the main verb. Well, so those are the fundamentals of present perfect. It is necessary to study this, reveal it, especially because many languages such as Portuguese doesn't have a verb tense like this. So practice and repetition is the key to fluency. Thank you very much for watching. If you think this lesson was useful to you, please give it a like. I really appreciate it. And subscribe for more. Thank you.